Right.
Well,
another devastation.
We got to go back into this. Morocco earthquake. Over 2,000 dead.
That's more than Maui. Because there's more people probably in that area.
What you say, Mom? 2,800? And I think 2,000 wounded or something. And 2,400 wounded, 2,800.
That's a lot of
dead.
people.
It says the residents are sleeping outdoors right now.
That's
the number of deaths from Friday night, 6.8 earthquake. Mm-hmm. And they said the places around it felt it too. They have devastation, but not as much as this one. Mm-hmm. The world's responded to the earthquake Sunday with Pope Francis praising rescuers. France saying it's ready to pitch in, and Spain sending a search to rescue crews at the behest of the Moroccan officials. That was one place I wouldn't mind going, Morocco. Mm-hmm. I pray for the injured, for those who have lost their lives, so many of them, and for their relatives, Pope Francis told crowds in St. Peter's Square. Did you know the Vatican is its own country?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Own zip, what do you call it? Not a zip code, but its own
country.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Did you know that? Mm-hmm. We went to the Vatican.
Mm-hmm. That little area.
That's the Vatican. I didn't seem big enough to be its own country. But that was odd. But anyway. Yeah. But we saw where the nuns live and all of that. And the Pope, his big place.
That big wall
and the people come in there. And
that open square where they always gather.
It's a gather.
When he comes out and does mass or something.
It's a tourist site. Because they sell stuff in there and everything.
And when we were there, that's when they had that strike, the garbage collectors.
Yeah. I could see Jesus going in and kicking over those tables, though. Remember back in the day when he went in and kicked over the tables, they were selling stuff?
In Rome?
No, in the Bible.
Oh, where he was. Okay.
In the temple. Because when you go in there, they selling stuff. It's like a tourist attraction. Mm-hmm. It's like, it's turned into like going to an amusement park.
Right.
I can see him going in and kicking over tables and stuff today.
Okay.
All right, but anyway. Nonprofit groups have responded to the devastation, with Jose Andres announcing today that food trucks from his organization, World Central Kitchen, were setting up shop in hard-hit remote areas. Given block roads and mountainous terrain, food would still often be delivered to those in need on foot, he said. Isn't that something?
Wow. That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of devastation. So I thought we mentioned it. Pray for the people of Morocco. Mm-hmm.
Earthquakes are hard to come.
There's only a little, when we always talk about prepping, you can prep for a hurricane. I mean, not a hurricane, an earthquake, but not like this kind of earthquake. But there is prepping, like people.
Because your stuff may get crushed.
The people in the surrounding area who get some of it, the prepping would have helped them. Because it closes roads down in certain major areas and chains, and you can't get food and stuff. So prepping does help. Obviously, in everything that we talk about, there's going to be situations where, I mean, come on. Prepping is not going to help
faith
you.
In whatever your faith is in.
But some things you can prep for. Like some people whose houses didn't go down or whatever, if they have food, they're good. And water. Because obviously they can't get to these people. And then people who have, I didn't know this too, a lot of people in California who prep that have glass and jars and stuff in their cabinets. They have those cabinets where if the earthquake comes, the stuff won't fall out of the cabinet. So it won't just all come crashing down on you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. A couple of people who prep said that they've been in earthquakes and all their stuff have come out. And so they've prepped by adding these different things to their cabinets and stuff. Oh. So you live in an area that has earthquakes. So.
It's like living in Florida with the hurricanes.
Your
windows have coverings.
Yeah, you have to prepare for it.
Wow.
So pray for those people. The number is getting bigger and bigger. Isn't that something? Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay.
So I just wanted to mention that.
Earthquakes in diverse places.
My mother said earthquakes in diverse places.
The scripture.
Mm-hmm. Well,
what is this, man?
The